Resume. So it does capture the whole thing, right? Yes. Okay, good. You are struggling hardcore, my man, but unfortunately I cannot help you in any way. You just dropped it. You literally... you literally didn't even just try. Smoked in total 6. See, like, we... what did I say? Yeah, we are just gonna smoke because there's nothing... I don't see if there's anything bad attached to it. Other than that I'm out of breath and I'm dying of cancer. And oh no, but it was that the cancer research was actually going brilliantly in the future. So yeah, we we can smoke as much as we want. No, we want to at least savor the sights in the game, right? The bullet. Case closed. From the Pixie. Yes, yes, yes. Shot was fired from the Pixie Casino, and then I had the perps here is red, probably have a cut arm. Their beard is red. Oh, this is still ongoing. Okay. And DS could escape unnoticed because the vehicle tracker was turned off by the pianist. Okay, what do we have here? A floor plan of this building. It shows the new way the rooms are numbered. An ad for a bar named Red Herring. It's at the harbor, past the train station. Found a key under the bedstand. Says apartment 9. Okay. Note: a piece of paper. It's empty except for a strange hand-drawn symbol in the middle. Might be relevant. Vehicle tracker. It registers every car. Come backyard. Crate of expensive-looking whiskey. Cut, put back. Whiskey bottle, an almost empty whiskey bottle. Fancy. So there was also something about the man in something. No, there was the... wait, I do have this somewhere. Wrap up. Hey, sorry about not being with you earlier. I had to follow an important lead. What was it? Let me fill you in. Apparently a woman that tied up Leela had some procedure done to look very similar to her. I suspect she impersonated her to get close to the customer. Leela told me as much. We had a little chat earlier. I'm almost positive that the client is the old man the impersonator stole the data from. Customer originally booked a different girl, but then someone paid her to cancel the appointment. Yeah, that was with the hooker? Okay. Wait, why go through the trouble? Why not impersonate the original girl? I guess because she's his go-to. He knows her too well and he would have noticed it's not her. How did they know that he would pick an alternative and not cancel altogether? Maybe that's what he did in the past. Like I said, he's a regular. And how did they know it would be Leela? I don't think they did. The sniper said something about the woman's new appearance. Maybe they changed her looks after the appointment had already been accepted. And it healed within a few days. That kind of attack is rare. But apparently not impossible. But how is any of this connected to our case other than the perp talking to that woman? Still trying to wrap my head around it. It seems like an entirely different operation. Any idea who the escort agency customer is? Here's the kicker. I think it's our chief. What? The customer's name is Leon Campbell and his address is in the right area. I need to call HQ immediately. When did she meet him? 2 days ago, I think. Alright, listen up. Meet me back at the HQ in half an hour. Let's go all over the facts again and get ready to intervene in that handover. I'll have Saito look into the owner of the hideout apartment. So the rest out later, okay. Those are all hypers relying on services. I told the local police already and they wouldn't listen to me. She says she wouldn't, you ask her, is that quitting? Okay. Glossary, factions, people. My ex-wife. I still have her last name, Conrad, okay. Saito, one of my colleagues at CDI, he's our ex-T, I've heard. Gary Long, my partner and direct superior. Chief of the Terror Prevention Unit, my boss. One of the colleagues at the CDI is, okay, so those two, not, like, this is, Gary is the one that actually wants the chief's job, and that is why he, helped them get away, and why he, I don't know, but somehow Gary, somehow it's Gary's fault, I know. Jovia's foreign minister and one of the fiercest fighters, Jovian independence, 7 murderer by a sniper. Sniper's fake name, Diaz. His real name appears to be Boyd. Woman who seems to work with Benny's murderer, Boyd. She stole some data from our chief, Sora and Diaz. The six planets are eligible for colonization solar system. Okay. I do not have all of this. I do not have, oh yeah, this one. In the cupboard, the bullet disappeared into the wall right behind this closet. Deformed bullet was inside the cupboard. Young said belonged to a smaller caliber. And that was then the completely weird one, where for some reason, what was it? I said Pixie Casino, but it was something different. Man, they really did a number on your face, but I have to say, I kind of like the look. I don't. Are you drunk? I don't have to be drunk to have an opinion on your face, but you smell like whiskey. And what the hell happened to your arm? I cut myself. Doesn't matter. Wow, it's hideout's really shitty. I have only been staying here for a few days. Where's your violin? Funny, I gave the rifle to unintelligible. Sora, listen to me. We don't have much time. I passed by a scanner on my way here. They're probably on my tail already. Fuck. What were you thinking? You're still wearing the ID chip? Why didn't you go straight back to the HQ to have it taken out? Were you able to procure the data? So, to HQ, that is because Gary would actually help them with it, right? Yeah, the old man didn't suspect a thing. Listen, you need to give it to me. The boss called and said there was a change of plan. I'll take care of the handover. I called the guy we are meeting and told him that I was coming instead of you. He seemed a bit pissed though. I think I woke him. Didn't expect him to be sleeping at 11. Why is at 11 pointed out that... are you out of your mind? They know your ID. They'll catch you up for sure. I know the route you were going to take. Wait, what? Oh. I thought they scanned you. Why do you want to go? Isn't that the woman's text? Are you out of your mind? They know your ID. They'll catch you for sure up there. I know the route you were going to take. I know how to get on and off Joris Plaza without being scanned. Why didn't the boss tell me about all of this? And why the fuck did we change plans? I talked to the boss after the hit. He told me to come get you. No idea why they... Come on, Zora, give me the stick. We need to move on. The CDI could be here any minute. Boyd, you're... Let me get my stuff. Give me the stick. Fine, here it is. Where are you going? We should split up right now. Keep your head down and wait for me to get in touch. They won't be able to track me if I... 8:30. Boyd, you're not making all this up, are you? Are you crazy? Of course not. Let's get this mission over with. Come on, be careful out there, okay? We are so close to getting out of it all. You too. Okay. Okay, good enough. And why did we want to go to the harbor? Hey Neil, you got any updates? Quite a few. We may be able to intercept the perp in the morning. That's fantastic news, tell me more. I'll fill you in later. I'm on my way back to HQ right now. Are you on the train already? No, I'm waiting for it at the station. Why? Because I've been racking my brain about how a guy got there. The side he entered the train station from is a dead end. It looks like there's a canal there and no space to park a car. I think he might have traveled by boat. By boat? Yes, I know it's strange, but there's a harbor on the other side of the train station. I'll have a look around. Thank you. Oh, did we fuck up at some point? Did we fuck up with the harbor? Sir, may I ask what you're doing at Matuna Harbor? Don't think I've seen you before. Good evening, sir. I'm Neil Conrad. CDI. CDI, holy moly, that's unexpected. My name's Harry Trough. I'm with TSW. Can I help you? Could I take a look around the harbor? I'm looking for a boat that could be important for my case. I'm sorry, but TSW only allows club members and registered guests down at the pier. What about law enforcement? Right. If you can tell me the ID of a specific boat you're investigating, I'm allowed to let you in. I see. Well, I didn't know that as police. Maybe I'll get back to you. Thanks, I guess. I do not have money, so... Since we are not using money, might as well be good. I guess we're gonna go inside first. Beer winner, the red herring. I guess I'm gonna talk with you first. Hello, good evening. I do not know what you're exclamation marking me for. Oh, okay. Gotcha. What is this? Why is there a gnome in the toilet? Okay, and what do you want of me now? Are you new here? I've never seen you before. Yeah, just passing through. A case leads me here. I thought, like, I can remember that this conversation and we somehow fucked up here. I don't know how, though. A cop, huh? If you're looking for traffickers, you're in the wrong place. Just honest to God Seda here. So you have a boat in this harbor? Of course. It's down at the pier. The Samara. Hey, you mind helping me out with a cigarette? Sure. Here you go. So, thanks for the ciggy. Beautiful weather tonight. You can almost see some stars through the layers. Been sitting outside all night. The view used to be better though. You see those new apartment blocks they are building? Same company that brought this harbor. TS something. Forced me to buy an expensive tracking ID device for my boat. Horrible. Now they want me to get a new engine. Mine's not regulation, they say. I tell you, they don't want us lowers here. Listen, I'm sympathetic to your... Yeah, I get it. Not your fault, you're busy, I know. Thanks again for the cigarette. Let me know if I can do something for you. Actually, there is something. I'm looking for the ID of a boat that arrived here earlier. Any chance you could help me out with that? What do you need that for? It's for a case. The guard won't let me down to the pier if I don't tell him the exact ID. The TSW guy, huh? He likes to hop on about all those new rules. If it's for a case, I'm telling you right now, I won't throw any of my friends under the bus. I'm sure the guy I'm after isn't one of your friends, buddy. Oh, and yeah, I can't actually save here. Do you know the name of the boat you're looking for? Not sure, I'll get back to you. So do I... I do not know what the game wants of me here. Oh, Gnome, are you okay? Does it look that way? Is there something I can do for you? Like get you some 20 centimeters? No, just have it tough it out. I'll feel better once it's out of my system. Never eat at Roy's Bistro, I tell ya. I mean, Roy's a nice guy, I like him. But the food, it's just the worst. Who are you anyway? Never seen you around. Neil Conrad, CDI. I'm sorry to bother you, but I need to ask you something. CDI? If that's about tonight's shift, listen, I felt awful, okay? I didn't mean to leave my post. I wanted to wait for Harry, but at some point I just couldn't get hold of it anymore. The TSW call you. Please calm down. It's not about that. I'm here following up a case. Oh, thank fuck. Please don't tell my boss. The harbor was unwatched, okay? It's not like there are lots of traffic anyway. I won't. Do you see any boats arrive before you left your post? Only one tonight. That was about 3:40. Do you happen to know its ID? No, I saw the name Berta. The ID is usually written on the stern, but it's super tiny. You have to go down to the pier if you want to see it. Thank you, sir. Get well soon. I don't think I'm gonna make it. What happened to investigation mode? Like, I thought I could click that, but apparently not. Like, do I have a interact button? Interact is just E. Okay. And I cannot change that. Not happy about that. So, do you know the name of the boat you're looking for? Yes, I do. It's called Martha. Oh yeah, we definitely picked Martha last time, right? Berta, big fat Berta. Never heard of it. Tell you what, I'll go down and have a look at its ID. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Definitely a regular conversation. Alright, I got your ID. It's 220190. Thanks a lot. Have a nice night. I told you I needed a boat ID to let you in. I know, the boat I'm looking for has the ID. So you did not see or hear that conversation? Let's see, yeah, that one's here. Alright, come on through. Don't touch any other boats. By the way, today was supposed to be my day off. Excuse me, sir. Have you been here all night? Who is asking? Neil Conrad, CDI. I'm here following up a case. CDI? Every time you're looking for a culprit, it's always down here, huh? The boat called Bertha down at the pier. Do you see the guy who landed it? Yeah, CDI, you said. That's correct. Ah, that means you're concerned with crimes, right? Like fraud and theft? Sometimes, yes. You also help out folks from around here? We help everyone. Why do you ask? See, I used to have a boat here. What happened to it? Oh, nothing, I still have it. But I used to have it. But I had to move it away someplace else. Harbor got brought up by some corporate bureaucrats. Now the whole area has been turned upside down. Construction everywhere, richer folks moving in. First they tell us it's no big deal for us locals. 2 weeks ago, I'm landing my boat, they ask for money. New management, they say. Of course I didn't want to pay up. Truth be told, I couldn't have anyway. I call the company, all I hear is lawyer gibberish. So I decide to go elsewhere. Frankly, my free options aren't great these days. You should see the pitiful pier I've been staying at. So how did you get here now? If you help me get my spot back, I'll tell you what I saw. I'll see what I can do. Fine, I'll try. I'll be damned. Seems like things are finally looking up. Here's what you need to know. My friend Fred is the one to talk to. He's the harbor master here. He hangs around at the head herring. Right over the most time. Got it. Didn't we just talk with him though? Bertha. I mean, I do want to talk with him now, right? Or was it the drunk? Let me just see. Logs. Fred. Fred the harbor master. Did it actually take something from my inventory? It did not take something from my inventory. I gave him a cig, and it did not take it from the inventory. I don't know why, but that bothers me. Beer here is the best in town. Yeah, sure. Excuse me, sir. What does a place in this harbor cost? How much rent a berth in this harbor? It's $50 a month, $500 for a year. Alright, I'll rent a spot for a year then. For a year? You? Well, I guess you'll be the type of customer management is looking for these days. I'm not renting a spot for myself. I'll send you the details about the new tenant. That works too, I guess. Of course, that just randomly works. So do I have money? I don't know. I don't see any money stat. Like my pulse probably go up, but apart from that, I guess I have infinite monies. What the actual fuck? Okay, can we talk then? I bought you your spot back for a year. Like, if you're making fun of me, I'm not. I paid for a year in advance starting next month. I'll send you the contract. Oh, today really seems to be my lucky day. Thank you, sir. How about in return you tell me all you know about that guy you saw earlier tonight? Right, yeah. Did you see what he looked like? Let me think. He was bald. Are you sure? No red hair? No hair at all. Head was polished like a bowling ball. Anything else? No, he ran off pretty quickly. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Alright, thank you. That is not helpful at all. But sure. A sink full of bristly red hair. Looks like a guy shaved his entire beard off. Okay. An open first aid kit. Some untangled bandages lie on the top of the area where he cut himself. A pocket laser cutting device. It cuts, leave a blue residue. Okay, sure. Can I still shoot something? You know, just in case. Okay, well, that was a relatively uneventful goose chase. Okay, I again remember some of the controls. I'm just confused early on. Hey, Gara CDI HQ, 5:30 in the morning. Go to your office. But what if there's any bombs around here? There's definitely one in that trash can. Norton VPN. And my pulse has gone down. Why is my pulse not actually following any... smoke. I cannot actually smoke anything. What is this? This is the news. Yeah, right. News. Wealth gaps keeps increasing, which I don't know. Aren't Germany and America already like there's a discrepancy of like 7-1 between the upper class and the normal middle class working people? Isn't that already a thing, like the top 10 from the other 90%? A new study at the Institute of the Planetary Equality has concluded that both the wealth and income gaps between Gara's rich and poor has further increased since a similar study was published 5 years ago. Yeah, that is because of COVID. The disparity between upper and lower layer citizens in Gara's center districts is especially striking. In 1834, ground-level inhabitants made on average approximately 20% of an upper's income, which decreased further to a little over 15% last year. You know what? Those sound like fantasy numbers, because reality nowadays is already worse than that. Like I said, like we are basically already having that nowadays. For some reason, in that metric, the German society definitely has to follow the capitalistic mindset of the Americans. More riches to the rich, because that is gonna help us out. Look at all of those investments, please trickle on my face. Which decreased further to a little over 15% last year. The problem is only amplified by an accelerating gentrification process that is making affordable living space increasingly hard to come by in parts of the lower layers. Those who can afford to stay are often there by choice rather than necessity. A mix of artists, surveillance, skeptics, academics and other small groups for whom the lower layers are their preferred living space. Artists, surveillance, skeptics. This is not to say that life for uppers is always easy. The study has also shown that the increasing disparities in CEO pay to worker, 400 to 1, that comes around as like a good number. Because like I said, when you have such big disparities, you're kind of thinking like, it's basically the same thing when you're writing a script and then you're comparing it to reality. Like when you're just seeing it in a movie script, like, oh, this and that is happening, or, you know, this is just a setup, then everyone looking at a movie script goes like, that is so fucking unrealistic. That is actually just horribly written. I would my suspension of disbelief is destroyed. And then you look at real life and it's even worse than what they have written. Like same with like not just numbers, but also with how people react. And you're thinking like, that is so stupid. Why would they react this way? This is so unlifelike. And then it's like a movie based on real life occurrences. Just sometimes, and sometimes is much more often than you would think, that real life is so much more stupid than what you can come up with in movies. Because we are not all those perfect actors that, you know, prepare for every single day standing in front of the camera for 6 months, you know, to instantly know what we have to say in a conversation and shit. And so sometimes we are just very stupid, and that is also a part of reality. But when you reflect that part of reality in real life, like, you kind of have to give it a setting of like, oh, I'm portraying stupid people, and you're just, you know, portraying normal life. And that then maybe the viewers will accept it. But if you're just like, oh, I'm portraying normal people, then everyone goes like, yeah, but normal people wouldn't do that. Average percentage of income that goes to rent, 40%, and other metrics affect virtually all parts of society. Aw, those poor... Oh. I don't understand it. This is not to say that the life of uppers is always easy. So are uppers all the workers? And then CEOs are just uppers? Because none of that is actually making it seem like the uppers have it in any way not difficult. Not easy. Hello, I have arrived home. And I need to speak to Gary, because he definitely... Basement, interrogation, 2nd floor, unit, 3rd floor, chief, 4th floor, conference. Like, again, the game wants something of me. Is it this up here? Is it Gary? Oh. I cannot go up there. Okay. Oh, this is Saito. Sure. Hey, Neil. Hey, Saito. It's good to see you. The case really has me on edge. Yeah, me too. I mean, we still have that going out to the press, right? Is the whole game just gonna wrap up before anything gets leaked to the press? We're just gonna solve the whole case, and then it's like, oh, and then we are made out to be the hero. The chief wanted me to tell you that he invited 2 special guests. They are waiting for you in the conference room upstairs. Ooh, why? The CEOs of Millix and Dyson Enterprises. They had dinner with Benny right before he was shot. Millix and Dyson, as and probably the biggest mining companies in the world. I mean, this world, which is, I don't know how big. It's just like Colorado. Honestly, you probably don't even need to say mining for that to be accurate. Holy shit, wish someone had told me earlier. I'm not exactly prepared for this. Yeah, and the last report that we handed in was also false. Sorry, I just got word from the chief. That reminds me. He also wanted to talk to you after you questioned them. Alright, thanks for letting me know. And I still cannot go past you. Oh? Oh, hello there. Random person. Our guests are waiting for you upstairs in the conference room. Sure. I'll be right with them. I never know what that means. Probably told me at some point. Okay, at least the game lets me look around a little bit. I do appreciate that. Although there's literally nothing there. I would obviously appreciate it if the world was filled with a little bit more stuff. And I cannot... Why can I not go up here? My god. Just... Hey, we moped the floor so you can't access half of the building. Good morning, gentlemen. I'm Agent Neil Conrad. Good morning, Mr. Conrad. Albert Dyson, Dyson Enterprises. Morning. Dan Kim, Millix. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's get right to the point then. I have a busy day ahead of me. Yes, of course. The 2 of you had dinner with Mr. Benny last night, correct? Yes. And you're aware of what happened after he left? We were just told. It's terrible. It's a tragedy. Our upcoming negotiations with Benny were the utmost importance to our relationships with Drovia. Not that you had any real interest in negotiating. What are you implying? I'm not implying anything. I'm saying we are clearly, very clearly, that you only stand to gain from this tragedy. With Benny dead, any real hope for Drovian independence goes out the window. Which means we maintain the status quo where you already have all you want. That's preposterous. Was I or was I not at the negotiating table? If everything had been honky-dory, I would have stayed on Miller. That doesn't change the fact that the only ones who will suffer from this will once again be the Drovian people. Oh, come on. As if you give a damn about the Drovian people. That is very direct. The only aspect of Drovian independence you care about is the prospect of selling Telonium to whoever you want. Telonium was the Akku technology, right? I need to get myself some sweets here. But I'm guessing I'm just gonna eat some of my still available Valentine's sweets. Gummies. Why do I have gummies for Valentine? I do not know. Okay. So, cheers. We have a long night to now. Like, let's say I'm gonna play for another hour, right? Okay, you're competitors. This is a difficult situation, I get it. I'm mostly interested in it last night. What was the dinner about? If you don't mind me asking, why were you at the dinner with him in the first place? The mining business is an important pillar of the system-wide economy. We talk to politicians sometimes. So it was a lobbying thing. And was it just the three of you? Just the three of us and our staff. I wouldn't say lobbying necessarily, really more of a social event. Of course, you sometimes talk business at those. I imagine, so now he's playing coy. I imagine you do, so were there important business things to talk about? We mostly saved those for the trade summit, which I suppose will be cut short now without its protagonist. I see. Let me think. That's all. Did Benny seem paranoid? I mean, I have no idea if I need to ask all of those questions. Or can I just save some time, or is there something negative attached to it, asking all of that? Did Mr. Benny seem strange last night? Like maybe on edge or paranoid? No, but I would never, I'd never met him before, so I wouldn't know what he's normally like. What about you, Mr. Dyson? I knew him quite well. We traveled here from Drovia on the same ship. He behaved normally last night, I would say. I see. Let me think. Did he have enemies? Anyone who stands to gain from maintaining the status quo, I suppose. Oh yeah. Or maybe anyone who is happy that all of Drovia will be really riled up over this. There was no real chance they would have gotten their independence from those negotiations anyways. Ah, okay. And he thinks that Dyson actually gains... Wait, who was Dyson? I actually already forgot. You are both forgettable people. With forgettable companies. Yeah, so you would gain from actually having political instability that maybe the independence movement is fueled by. But maybe now that they'll revolt and just take it. Ever thought about that? I don't think much about the conspiracy theories, no. Nobody concrete? Maybe some disgruntled or someone overtly threatened him? No. But to be fair, veiled threats are much more common in politics anyway. Any veiled threats then? None that I'm aware of. Me neither. I might need to get back to you in case I have more questions. Why not? Of course, there you go. Oh my god, we are being flashbanged from all sides. This is... that effect is so stupid. Every time. Like, even now I remember that I was so weirded out by that visualization. Sorry, just a moment. Oh no. Fuck. Well, I guess it is fine. I can Yeah. No. We'll definitely finish this tomorrow. I can make time. It's fine. I'll just have to do way earlier stream than I wanted to, but that is fine. Okay, so of course, there you go. Who was who? Let me just look that up again. The CEOs. Abbott Dyson. Okay, yeah, Dyson was of Dyson Enterprise. I could have maybe guessed that. Okay. Good. Now we know. See, doors opening automatically would be very nice. And I'm not quite sure. Like, is this sign literally just for me? Like, don't get the fuck up there, Conrad. I don't want to see your face. Like, the next time, you better hand in a correct report. Or those upper 3 floors are being closed off for you. Dude, toxic workplace. Hey dude. You should go talk with the chief. Oh, right, yeah. Wait. I thought that was Gary. Well, I mean, I would have let Gary sit around anyways, but wait, is that the chief? Why are you not in the meeting with them? Like, yeah, the dude has the two. The dude has the two CEOs of the most important companies of the galaxy just sitting alone in the conference room, just fighting it out. And he's just sitting there. Well, I wonder when my detective arrives. But I'll not speak with him until he has actually spoken with them first. Agent Conrad, good morning. Yes, sure. Good morning, Chief. So, any new STIs? I don't know. Might be a delicate topic. Maybe I should have started with something else. Saito told me you wanted to talk to me. No, I do. No, it's not beat around the bush. Agent Long. Agent Long and Agent even longer. Informed me about your suspicion that a hostile power recently tried to get close to me. Or maybe you tried to get close to it. Do you have any reliable proof for that? I didn't mean to expose you, seems rather certain. Let's just say we have some testimonies. Keep it vague. I have some testimonies that point to it. That is, if you were the client after all. I found a girl named Leela tied up in her apartment. She works for the Lotus escort agency. She was going to meet a man named Liam Campbell 2 days ago. And that's why I thought, you know, I'll save you the headache. Yes, I'm the client. What makes you think a hostile agent was involved? It seems like the woman who paid you a visit wasn't the real escort. She had a procedure done to look very similar to her. She also seems to be in contact with Benny's murderer. We have a recording of that conversation. Oh, so we completely spilled the beans. Okay, sure. It seems probable that she tried to take advantage of your connection to the escort agency. I see. I need to kill the next hooker that I meet up with. Just to be safe. I see. Any idea what her objective might be? Did you notice anything suspicious when you met her? She was tighter than last time. Nothing comes to mind. She didn't seem particularly interested in my professional life. Aren't you a regular? Did anything go missing since she visited you? It sounds like you already have a suspicion. Out with it. The fake escort talked about some data she stole, I think from you. Is that what the sniper is going to hand over at Joris Plaza? Exactly. I don't have any relevant data at home, except on my cell, of course. Maybe she got a chance to access your cell without you noticing? Well, while I was tied down and blindfolded, maybe. But the whole procedure took only maybe 4 or 5 hours. Hardly enough time. I'll talk about that with my superiors. With your superiors? I thought you were already the superior for... What was he? Wait, I understand. Look, sir. I can't help but notice that you are dissatisfied with my decision to talk to Agent Long about your involvement. I was following the chain of command? I was simply following the chain of command. What should I have done instead? Keep it a secret? You could have called me before talking to Agent Long. I understand. I admit that I could have called you first. At the time I thought, yeah, maybe he did an undercover. Yeah. So very corrupt though. We keep that in the back of our head. I was doing the right thing. Agent Long is my immediate superior, so I reported to him first. But we are actually suspecting Inspector Long of being not exactly that long to begin with. If you don't catch my drift, because quite frankly I'm referencing something completely shitty that nobody knows. So I reported to him first. It has been a rough night for all of us. One more thing, Conrad. You didn't talk to a girl named Sheila Novak, did you? I did. She wanted to know if you were alright. Might want to give her a call. Is she okay? Yeah, she's fine. Looks like she finally has all the money she needs to go to university. That's good to hear. I don't know if that is so good to hear from you, at least. We have to focus on the sniper now. The handover is taking place in less than 3 hours. Yeah, 8:30. Let's get down to the mission briefing. They're waiting for us. I'm still not quite sure how the Novak is actually involved in it. So she was the regular girl, but how was it talking to those two CEOs? Well, they don't seem to like each other very much. What did you expect? Top mining guy from Drovia and top mining guy from Gara? They're probably mortal enemies. I expected them to be less open about it. You would think that rich and influential folks would be more reserved. But the truth is, many of them are the most brazen, least classy individuals in the system. And do you look distraught about that? Now that we are complete. Why are you talking like you have summoned the evil guys from Naruto? Now that we are complete, let's recap what we found out so far. We are all just holograms. We are like the Jedi Council. Our suspect goes by Diaz, but his real name seems to be Boyd. He is still at large. He shot Benny around 1:39 this morning at the top floor of Sakura Hotel. We don't know how Boyd escaped from the hotel, but his ID turned up a while later near Matuna Harbor. It turned out that he got there by boat. We were able to locate and search the vessel. My hard-boiled detective voices are basically all the same. I mean, he looks like a Hans, quite frankly. I don't know if he really looks like a Gary. I mean, he could be a Gary. Maybe he's Russian. So naturally I don't trust him. Actually, like, I mean, it is a German game for some reason. I don't know. I actually had not planned on playing all German games today, but I guess it just goes that way. Maybe I had it in the back of my mind. I must have looked this up last time that we played it a few months ago. But yeah, it turned out that he got there by boat. We were able to locate and search the vessel. He then paid a woman called Sora a visit. She seems to be involved in another scheme that might be linked to our case. Earlier this week, she attacked and tied up an escort girl named Lila Clark to temporarily assume her identity. She went to see an important client in her stead and stole some data from him. The sniper convinced her to give him the stick containing the data. He will pass it on to an unknown third party at Jora's Plaza at 8:30. Our plan is to intervene and catch the sniper and his associates red-handed. We are going to place plainclothes agents in the cafes and snipers on the rooftops. I'm imagining like a monk scene. The operation will be overseen by Agent Kumar, head of the response team. Conrad and I will be watching from the sidelines, ready to go in if needed. Jora's Plaza is a popular place with lots of breakfast joints. It will be swarming with people. We have to be very careful not to endanger any civilians. Shoot on sight, got it. How will we identify the sniper? Conrad has been collecting data on what he looks like. We have to rely on that. Should I have updated that? I don't know. Do I have a chance to do that? Do we have any details on the woman the sniper visited? Finally, a woman. I can voice a woman differently. maybe he is a transvestite. Igor. Igor the hermaphrodite. That is... I mean, at least, like, if you want to be a Bond villain... Not really. She was surprised to see our perp. It seems like the meeting wasn't part of their original plan. We're not sure if he lied to her to get the stick. If so, it's possible that he is not planning on taking it to the handover at all. Why would he not? Alright then. Conrad, go ahead and submit the sheet on what the sniper looks like. Take your time to go over all the logs and evidence again. We only have one chance to get this right. Well, thank you for... That kind of gets me so out of the... I don't know. Okay, the perp's hair is... bald. His hair is bald. But he looks like this. But I can tell you, all my hair is bald as well. Their beard is shaved. They probably have a cut arm. Yeah, that did not... They probably have a whiskey bottle that they are just carrying around. Viola case, yeah, cut arm. Sure. I got the sheet from Conrad, and it didn't even flashbang me. Wow. Forwarding it to Agent Kumar. I'm imagining that they are just standing in a circle in the office and just shout, forwarding it to you, forwarding it to you. Let's get ready. Our tech bro detective force. Special agents play on my phone already. But keep Gara pure. Queue from what? T minus 90 seconds. Damn, it's more crowded out here than I expected. Entrance A, nothing yet. Entrance B, nothing so far. I don't think our snipers would get a clear shot. Let's hope we won't need them. Possible target from entrance C, now at the fountain, still alone. Got a possible match at entrance A, will follow up. Did I ever tell you the story of how I should probably get through this? Possible target, okay, story on how I joined the CDI. Yeah, you saved Major Clover's life, still policeman. I wasn't on duty that day. Why is there a timer running for this? But when I saw that guy pull out a gun, I didn't hesitate. That's what landed me a job on the CDI. Shit, I was so nervous when the chief invited me for an interview. Nothing had gotten to the nervous again 15 years ago. There's 2 different texts running. If we book today, someone will have to take the fall for Benny's murder. And we are first in line. I've always wanted to join the CDI, and it seems like a ship had already said, what kind of stress is this? Yet here I am, because I've always wanted side of justice. And that's why we are here to get through this as well. Good things, blah blah, green shirt, it's going down any second now, let's focus. Yeah, well, please shut up. Is the timer still running while I'm still here? I actually don't know. My pulse is at 103. Let's take a smoke. Maybe he shows up late. Okay, so he should not be there. Person at entrance B, looks a very close match. Copy, unit beta, go after him. He's headed towards the fountain. Do not forget, kill as many people as possible. Can I get an audio feed? I'm not close enough yet, picking up the pace. What are you filming back there? He seems to be moving towards the man sitting right. Okay. They are shaking hands, very likely to be accomplice. Alright, Beta, we could have done this more interesting, right? Beta, move in and make blah blah. Get the suspect and his accomplice. Be discreet. Oh god, I've been shot. Don't make any noise, any more noise than you need to. I think they noticed you. The big guy is getting up. You spooked them. Get a move on. Sure, we spooked them. Other guy is standing up and reaching into his pocket. He said calmly. Watch out, gun! Oh shit, follow me, Conrad. Why the heck are you so fast? My fucking god. Jesus Christ, how fast are you? We got him. Oh, I was going to make the arrest when the big guy jumped out of his chair. Good thing that I can still stop the game to get my phone chat on again. There you go. I was going to make the arrest when the big guy jumped out of his chair. He started to make a run for it, and the other one pulled a gun on me. Luckily, I was already close enough to grab it. I think nobody got hurt. Excellent work. Did any of the other people running away strike you as suspicious? I surely did not look at them. No, everybody only started moving when the gun discharged. Good, let's bring them in and see what they have to say. But none of them is bold. I don't... See, Conrad, good things come to good people. I know exactly what is coming for you. Catch the sniper unharmed. Complete the first act. Look at a can in the train.
Once the adrenaline had worn off, The uncomfortable train seat and glaring sunlight were the only things stopping me from falling asleep. My implants had been injecting me with a substance keeping me alert and focused all night, and now I came crashing down hard.
You mean your normal sympathetic system?
The confrontation at Joris Plaza had been hairier than expected, but catching the sniper and his associate was a huge win. I wondered if this was the beginning of the end of the case, or just its beginning.
I knew it was hairier than expected.
I stopped and left the train, only to suddenly wake up in my seat again and realize it had been a dream. I decided to stand next to the door for the rest of the ride.
Yeah, we look very down. I mean, then keep your stuff up until you're home.
A cool breeze cut into the train cart and through the haze of fatigue when the doors opened. I considered visiting Kat, suddenly feeling an urge to inhale the woody, slightly dusty air in our old apartment. Kat had filled it with what she affectionately called real things. She loved leather, cloth, paper, and plants, and hated the clean metallic surfaces at my apartment. Sometimes I did too.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can be a guy, like, have a couch and a box and set up your TV and your Xbox, and then you're gonna be fine. Like, you know, what else do you need? Yes, escape. Blah. Clues. Gara. Floor plan. Why is that a clue? It's definitely Gary, isn't it? I mean, Igor. I mean... dangerous people. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, didn't we actually have something? I thought we had something. Talk to Cat optional. I'm gonna say it like it is. I have no idea where she is. Oh, yeah, at the train station. Yeah, we should be somewhere. There we go. Yes. Okay. So let us definitely fuck this up. Last save 2 minutes ago. Sure. Oh, hi Neil. What are you doing here? I just wanted to say hello. I mean, the quest log said we wanted to talk to her. To you? Really? Who are you? It's nice to see you too. Sorry, I'm just surprised. You want coffee? No, thanks. I'm actually headed to bed. I'm just coming back from work. It's been a long night. Oh, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. Yes. Wait, you didn't have anything to do with the shootout? That's all over the news, right? Now, did you? Actually, I did. But it was practically over by the time I got there. Oh my god, are you okay? Nah, they wouldn't have let me go if I caught a bullet. You don't say. I mean, are you emotionally okay? I'm a guy, I don't have emotions. Was I ever? Okay, I get it. You don't want to talk about it. No, it's fine. Sorry. I'm okay. Thanks for asking. What was that whole thing about? Nobody seems to know yet. Maybe my wife was the hooker. Yeah. And she is together with Ivan Gary. Yeah. That's the latest theory. Sure. I mean, of course I'm gonna tell her, am I not? Is this what... Benny's dead. He was killed last night. I mean, right? Like, does it matter if I tell her? The shootout this morning was us confronting a suspect. Now, tell me you're joking. Why would you be invested in that? I'm not. I don't know much more right now. It's an ongoing investigation. You cannot talk to anyone else about it, okay? Of course. Shit, Neil. What if Drovia retaliates? I mean, I understand that they want their independence and all, but if our investigation goes well, we'll have some results soon that will help de-escalate the situation. I don't know. Will it? You're not blaming yourself and your unit for this, are you? I don't know how, but we are the main protagonist in a gritty detective story, so obviously we are blaming ourselves. Unfortunately, I had the misfortune of actually coming across a BBC series, a doctor's series. I hate those. I can't look away because I hate it, but no, I just watched a little bit of it, like 3 episodes or so, just because I'm randomly getting hung up on things. But it is one of those. What is it called? This Is Gonna Hurt or something like that. Which is a BBC series about the doctors and the pregnancy, maternity ward. Basically, scrubs in more serious. Like now you can have gay people. No, that is not the serious part, but basically the show is just horrible things are happening, and they had this then, like, that is just where I tuned in with this completely unlikable character that then, and I thought it was a completely unlikable character. It was a girl doctor that was I don't know, doing all kinds of different work. Like, she was doing information for the patients. She was doing the checkup routines. She was doing the operations. Like, I don't know, but maybe in the NHS that works like that. But it was a completely unlikable character, like written to be completely unlikable. At least to my mind. Maybe that is just how drama shows are written by now. Because I very soon realized that is basically every single character. Because everyone is talking like they don't like each other. But that is just the, general tone in the NHS. How they are generally getting along with insulting one another, but it's meant really well. And then they are just constantly insulting one another, and you think like, oh no, they are really bad people, and then they are doing something to fuck up at their job because, hey, it's a drama show. So then she fucks up with like, oh yeah, your baby is dead. I mean, it's just a bunch of cells, so I mean, I wouldn't really call it a baby. I guess if you want, we can just give you medicine or just take it out manually. Like, stuff where you think like, okay, I get that you want to portray that they are, tired and overworked, and like that drama thing, like, oh, it's horrible to work at a doctor right now in England. But all of those doctors constantly in stress, constantly in a bad mood. Like I said, obviously when they are constantly insulting one another, they are insulting the patients, they are insulting the people that come with the patients, they are insulting each other, they are insulting their families, their friends. Like, it's just all horrible people, you think. And then they constantly get those moments in between where they're then like, have those humanizing moments like, oh, it was just a mistake. I was so overworked. I was so in stress, oh my god. But it never really comes across as like a genuine human emotion. It just comes across as like, oh, the writer wanted to have this portrayed as like, oh no, they are not actually bad people. You have to feel for them. Which is pretty damn difficult when it's just everyone acting constantly like that. And then with this character, it was, yeah, she was completely unlikable, but she had those humanizing moments, and then she killed herself. Which obviously is tragic. And quite frankly, that was the one scene that actually got me stuck on it, so that I watched some episodes. Because, yeah, it was actually done well, because they had those fourth wall breaking moments where the characters just turn to the camera and just narrate something that nobody else can hear, and obviously you have those moments where they then say something and say it in the actual world that they are inhabiting when they meant to talk to the camera, stuff like that. But no, this death scene by itself was played kind of interestingly, because yeah, it was there was no pomp, there was nothing to it. It was just yeah, the character said and we have no idea about it. There was literally only one hint. She cleared out her apartment, and then we saw some stack of papers that was laying on the window. I don't know why the camera is wobbling. Don't ask me that. There is also a fourth wall thing, because I'm supposed to watch it, and so I'm like shaking. No. And yeah, like that suicide was actually done well, because it was literally the last interaction that we had. Or the last interactions was just we saw her clearing out her apartment. We thought that, oh, maybe she's just quitting her job. Like, she did tell the other character, the main character, that she apparently, that was the stack of papers, cleared her exam, so, everything should be dandy. And since we didn't see anything else, might have been true that she would have actually been, that she would have actually succeeded there. Maybe not. Who knows, quite frankly. She could have retaken it. Other characters talked about that. So I think she actually literally did get it. And then we saw her save some patients. And she actually did a good job. And people were like, praising her on doing a good job. And yeah, last time, then when she was clearing out the apartment, she did talk to her parents, and she had this constantly miserable look, which obviously, again, was just everyone in the series at all times. Everyone is just miserable. If you're working with the NHS, you're constantly miserable. That's just all of their life. Everything that they ever do, doctors are miserable. So, like, we couldn't take anything from that. We also did not have any clues from the papers and her exam. We did not get any clues from how it was going in at work, because, well, we did see that she was actually kind of succeeding at work. The only thing that we got was that she cleared out her apartment, and she did tell she's gonna take a vacation. So we had this kind of like a thing of, well, she's probably gonna quit. Like, that is just, she's miserable and she doesn't want to work anymore, and even if she cleared the exam, she just has like this, oh, this is not for me. And that is exactly how she turned to the camera at the end, and said like, sorry, I really tried. And then just walks off, and we're getting the cut. And then like 3 scenes later, we just get the main character walking in, to some other people crying, and then gets the news. And normally that would be a very effective scene if, again, like, it was not really something that you could have found out either. So it was not something where anyone would have had signs of, oh, she's miserable and she has depression. So it's not something that anyone can really blame themselves. And then because those characters are always miserable and always with the sarcastic humor and, just shitty people in general, you were like, why am I going off on this tangent? I'm completely forgetting where I got oh yeah, because disgruntled cop, right? like then she you know, killed herself, and then we had this whole other subplot from the main character that he had made some mistake about the patients, which was actually reported by another nurse or whatever, and so he was not getting along with her, and she was the one to tell him that the other one died, and comfort each other and blah. And we then had the scene of a ceremony or some I don't know, funeral admission thing, where the parents came around to the hospital, so that some of the staff, some of her colleagues, because yeah, it was her dream to work as a doctor, came around to attend that you know, little non-celebration. I don't know what to say to that, but yeah, it was completely heartless. Like, nobody actually had anything. We saw that the main character actually is suffering from it, but I mean, he was the last one that saw her alive. So if he could have said something different, and like to the credit of the show, at least he is thinking about it at all, so it's not just nothing. But again, everyone is constantly miserable. That funeral thing was done just horribly insensitive. They are basically kind of demeaning her. Like, oh, we planted some kind of tree. I want to say that thing looks like an oak, or, you know, maybe we'll just rip it out again. You know, basically something where, and like the parents stand right next to it, and you're thinking like, what the fuck? If you're not used to that kind of humor, then, you know, that is how they are talking with one another. But if those were the actual parents, and that is a thing that the main character then thinks, well, if I could have said or if I would have said something different, if I would have been kinder, if I would have looked better, then maybe this wouldn't have happened. But again, they are just completely free of guilt because, hey, nobody could have known, she hid it so well. And that is also what was mentioned at the funeral. Well, sometimes you just don't know. It's the NHS's fault, I guess, for not, you know, for putting us into so much stress. And like then he walks up to the parents and is like, oh, I want to say something to them. And you are thinking like, okay, maybe now after like 3 episodes, there's something finally that breaks out of him. Like, oh, he's finally going to say something heartfelt at like everyone else is so shitty, and he finally has the conscience of, oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you that I'm so sorry about this, and we treated her, which literally is referenced. He acknowledges that maybe if they treated her kinda in the maternity ward, but no, he doesn't. He is just like, yeah, sorry, I did not know her really well. And then the upper boss comes up to him. Hey, by the way, if you blame the dead girl on your mishap that you got reported for, that it was actually her mistake, then you're free to go, right? Like, if it is not your fault, then like let the dead girl take the fault. Like, let's dishonor her in death. Like, you already have that guilty conscience, but let's just do that. And then we get that scene. We get him actually saving his hide. And then he is in the next scene hooking up with his other boyfriend. Because, oh, I'm a horrible person. No, you are not. And then, like, literally the next scene is that they are both like skinny dipping. And like, they are portraying those people as like, oh my god, they are doing such a hard job, they are saving people. Like, I have to feel with them, even if they sometimes make mistakes. Like, they are suffering so much. Didn't you see the, you know, the scenes where he suffered from her killing herself? And I find it so horrible. No, he actually profits from it. Like, he has a one scene of, like, oh, I'm kind of feeling guilty about it. Instantly gone again. He gets rewarded for it because, hey, he gets, you know, he gets comforted by his boyfriend. And that is how we are playing that. The parents are completely, like I said, they were treated horrible at the funeral thing. Our main character did not have the courage to say anything to them. And that was the season finale. Like, obviously, if the next season just goes into it and it is like a not just completely episodic, like there's a progression to it, obviously. But it's like, yeah, and the next scene skips ahead 3 months. And then we have, here's the other pregnancy thing that we set up, where definitely something is going wrong, so he has to be a hero for that. You know that the series is not gonna actually, like, pick that topic up again. It's just like, oh no, this girl was actually meh. And, I mean, the character reflected enough on, oh, am I a bad person? No, you're not. Oh, I'm not. And I'm thinking, like, those are horrible people. They are all horrible people. Of course, yes, stressful situations and shit, but they are all horrible people. Why would I, whenever they have those human emotions in between, like, I'm seeing that as the variance, as the thing, the outlier, that I'm supposed to, oh yeah, I'm feeling with them now. When actually it is the other way around. Their normal modus operandi is they are just terrible people that are working there. Why would I actually feel with them about any of this? And yeah, so that is, in all of those settings, you can just say, oh yeah, it's a drama series in in a hospital. It is a disgruntled detective. Like, they are constantly just horrible people. And I'm feeling like, yeah, I don't know if their suffering is really coming through to me. Because yeah, they are also horrible people because of their suffering. But they are also constantly in jobs where they are suffering. And that makes them bad people. And then they have those moments where it shines through that, oh no, actually. But no, you're staying in the job. You're clearly a bad person while you're in the job. And you're clearly keeping that up, so that is your normality. So yeah, his marriage falling apart. We are literally in this with like, oh yeah, well, it was not meant to be. It did not work out in between us because we were just too different. And like, now I'm, as a character, as a player, am supposed to have the character like, oh, either he's gonna suffer alone, or he's gonna, hook up with her again. Obviously, there's one thing that is supposed to be a happy ending, but I'm feeling like, dude, he is making everyone else around him miserable. That is just his modus operandi. Like, am I a bad person if I then try to make the other people miserable with him? Because he clearly doesn't change. It is just, as long as I'm sticking with the character, he makes my decisions. But then he would still be in the same position afterwards. So I'm guessing he'll be better off. Like, we'll just get him out of the situation. Once he has solved the case, he'll be played as a hero. He'll get his promotion. He'll be the chief that gets the hookers. Like, and then he'll be kinder to his wife. You're not blaming yourself and your unit for this, are you? The world is a corrupt place. I'm sure you did everything to protect Benny, which was nothing because we were not actually a part of it. Like, he got shot while we were at home, so... there's always a remaining risk. That's just how it is, which she has to explain to him. He is the cop. Neil, I'm so sorry. I really got to go. I have to catch the next train if I don't want to be late for work. But if you still want to talk tonight, we can grab a drink. I'll have to head right back to HQ as soon as I'm no longer a sleep-deprived zombie. But I like that. Once things have calmed down a little. I got to run now. Hold on, one more thing. Laura wants to go to a party at one of her classmates' place tonight. I'm not sure if I should let her. She's only 14. but I feel like she has a hard time connecting with her peers, so this could be a good thing. What do you think? There's a murderer out there who high-profile politicians that could get a revolution going and an intergalactic war. And he's definitely also out for little girls. Like, why would I take that? Sure. Let her have some fun. Laura's is very mature for her age. I'm sure she'll take care of herself. Yeah, you're probably right. I shouldn't be so anxious. See you, Neil. Please don't get yourself shot. It's a nice border for that conversation and the decision. How about I just sleep here tonight? I feel like maybe you should have, you know, like this is not my house anymore. Maybe since I just came to see her, maybe you should have actually... Well, I guess I have a key, it doesn't matter. I can just go inside again. The Giants Are Talking. Article by Gustavo Trample, the centrist. While everybody's eyes were trained on Benny and Robertson at the Trading Summit's first day, a few other notable discussions were going... what time do I have it? Shouldn't they already know that Benny was shot? Isn't it morning already? Didn't we say, yeah, in the morning they'll have... But again, like I said, we need to emerge out of this as a hero. That is how we achieved a good ending. Before they all even know what is going on, we'll just go out and with like, oh yeah, I catch the murderer, I stopped the intergalactic war, I brought an international intergalactic crime syndicate down that even corrupted our police force. Do not employ guys named Igor, Carl, Ivan, Longingson. While everybody's eyes were trained on Benny and Robertson at the Trading Summit's first day, a few other notable discussions were going on in the background. Most notably, the mining giants Dan Kim, Millix, and Abbott Dyson Enterprises, I could have guessed, get together in person for the first time in their lives. The relationship is tense. While Dyson extracts the majority of Drovia's Tulanium, its profits are severely undercut by its status as a colonial entity. By contrast, Millix is not only able to sell its ores directly to places like Famous and New Joran, but it also buys up Tulanium from companies like Dyson to resell it at a higher price. Okay, so there's the trade embargo. Good, okay. Hey, wait a minute. Huh? I know you. You're the guy who came to our flat yesterday. Oh, Antoni, yeah. You told that old scumbag to leave my sister alone. I did. That was really nice of you, man. Didn't think you uppers would help out a Saviant. She left this morning, chasing her dream. As a doctor at a maternity ward? Glad I could help. I have to get home now. Have a nice day. Sure. Bauatna's blessings, man. Thanks. You too. Okay. I mean, nice flavor text. Can I go to Millix? I still have my full smokes, even though I gave one of them away, but for some reason that did not actually count.
I got into the elevator and leaned against a wall. I was so tired in that moment that my reflex of emotional repression whenever I saw Kat didn't seem to work anymore. It hit me with an unusual clarity that, even a decade after it had ended, I hadn't ever fully let go of her. I wasn't sure what to make of it, whether to be happy or to finally push myself to it. I concluded that I would probably just go back to repressing it altogether.
Dude, she has already had like 3 other dudes, so maybe maybe repressing is probably good for you. Welcome, Mr. Dude guy. Oh yeah, right, numpad. Didn't I have maybe game? Can we? Fucking hell. People. Oh yeah, right. People. Chief. Blah. Then Kim. Blah 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 blah. Factions. CDI. Federation. Solar System. Neutron. The 6. Okay, yeah. Oh, apartment code. There we go. I thought I had to scroll through all of that, and that, with those controls, would have been quite a pain in the ass. 9264. Welcome. Oh. Okay. I guess. Hey, Horace. How's it going? I fed him last time, right? So I'm gonna pet him. Ah, that is nice. Nope, there's no time to sit down. Do I get a nice smoke? Pulse 80. Yeah, see, like, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I guess it is unhealthy to inject yourself with the stuff that is keeping you up, but wouldn't you want to actually do that before, you know, until you are home? Because, like, imagine if you are tired normally and how much you slump down from it normally. Now imagine if you would boost your body up with, you know, with an upper, and like, imagine the down that you get from that. You wouldn't get home anymore, right? Okay, more smoking. By the way, those are not clouds. That is literally just all from me smoking. Because so far I haven't... And of course we are just throwing them out. I still don't know what the smoking actually does, other than the vistas. I'm guessing we are just not showering. Showering is not something that I have time for.
Waking up in the early evening was disorienting. I sat up on my bed and allowed the memories from the previous night to pour back in. Banny's body, the hotel, Lila, the shootout. I tried to put it all in an order that made sense and got on my way back to work. A hint of the good mood that had overcome me outside of the villa returned. Once again, it stemmed from what had made me join the CDI many years ago. The feeling of doing something instead of taking a back seat and waiting for death. There was a time when a lack of purpose threatened to consume me, lurking underneath meaningless daily routines and self-doubt sabotaging everything I did. Walking among the people outside, I felt even more alienated than usual. It was like they lived in another reality. Many were just getting out of work, looking to do some shopping, meet a friend, have a drink. Maybe I would find my way back to that reality one day. I wanted to, yet at the same time hated the thought of it.
My dude, you can literally not be made happy. So, enter the train. Leaving a blue residue, yes. Didn't we have investigation stuff? Operates. Still wondering about that. Let me shoot it down. Oh, I can't even get in there. God damn it. We wanted to get to the train station, so I guess we're just gonna do that. Hello, fellow citizens. We are the liberators, defenders of progress and freedom and reason. Progress, freedom and reason. Sounds good. More of that. These values have been integral to our society for centuries. Very effective scene. But lately that have increasingly come under threat. Religious radicals calling themselves the Sabian Front are aiming to establish a theocratic government in Drovia. The Sabian faith is based on superstition and rejects science, to the point where it endangers the lives of everyone under its thumb. Like how my character just looks around. When the Sabian state is left to its own devices, we can't let history repeat itself. We demand President Robertson enters now. Put a stop to all independence talks and reinstate full Garian rule. Remove the radical Sabian Joseph Benny to get it started. If we do not start implementing measures to meet our demands, more Sabian lives will be spent to protect our collective future. The Sabian population on Gara will be taken hostage. Until the Garian population on Drovia is guaranteed its freedom. We must stand up for them if our government won't. Await our next move within 48 hours. It won't be as silent as the first one. Conrad, did you see that? Yeah. It was nice. Good production quality. Didn't I just see V? Like The Mask? Didn't I just see that movie? Like literally a few days ago? It was on all screens across the city. Come to HQ immediately. Yeah, but what if I get my news first? Okay, apparently I do not get news, which is kind of weird. You would think that that is actually an important thing. I apparently only take the middle of the train. That is where you are safest. Or where you can take the most people with you. Ooh, what a heavy atmosphere. At least my smoke traveled with me. But I only had 50 cigarettes on the way. After all, it was a 20-minute drive. Gary, what are you doing out here? Have you been kicked out of the building as well? Thinking. Strange how the city looks, same as always, as if nothing happened. But that's a good thing, right? Fucking liberators. Ridiculous name. From whom are they liberating us? From a handful of superstitious lowers? Pathetic bullshit. Every single institution on this planet upholds the freedom of our people and their values. It's not like we are letting some religious fanatics take over the solar system. And somehow, we don't know anything about those fuckers before everybody did. One more thing we missed. At least we booked the sniper and the associate. They're both being interrogated downstairs. So far, they're not very cooperative. Do we at least know who they are? We scanned them. The sniper's a complete ghost. He got a fake ID right before he checked into that hotel. The other guy is a businessman from Drovia. His name is Abraham Gonzalez. He's the CEO of a company called Power Up. They manufacture titanium-based batteries. Both the guy and his company seem harmless, no criminal record. Why is my character looking like that? Strange. Why would someone from Drovia help an anti-Drovian terror organization? I have no clue. What about the woman? Any updates on her? Nothing so far. But we do have another lead. Saito is trying to find out where the announcement was broadcast from earlier. But the most important lead are those two douchebags in our basement. So you don't have another lead. You have a way with words, Conrad. Do I? Get down there. Let them be so miserable. Let them wail in your miserableness, miserability, or whatever you do. Just be miserable all that you can, just like normal. They won't stand it for 15 minutes. And see if you can get them talk. Will do. Did we secure the drive the sniper tried to hand over? Yeah. And? What's on it? About that. The chief said the Attorney General seized it. She said she has to evaluate if we have the required clearance level. Are you kidding me? That's a crucial piece of evidence. We need it. I suppose they'll let us in on it soon. There's no time to waste. We have to assume the next attack is less than 4. Do you not find that in any way weird, Conrad? Like, oh, they are taking evidence from the case to see if we have clearance level for that. My dude. As nice as that is, but maybe don't give away your most important evidence. Like, even the Attorney General, it's like, well, maybe someone else, like the chief, has to be there with her? Wouldn't that make some sense? The higher-ups know what they're doing, you think? Let it go, Conrad. Go to talk to the chief yourself if you have a problem. Oh, and one more thing. There's an article about Gonzalez Company in the news today. You might want to download it and have a look. Oh, now I get to actually have it. Why don't you just flashbang me? Wait. Talk to the chief is optional. Nice. I actually do like that. I don't know what it does, but I do like that it is an optional thing that I can do. Power Up battles bankruptcy. The Nushoran time. Report by Adam Lee. It's no secret that the Drovia-based power-up, one of the planet's, how convenient by the way, the planet's important battery producers, has been facing monetary difficulties for several months now. Technological development over the last few years made tellurium the most efficient material to build high-performance batteries, overtaking lithium and others by far when it comes to battery life and weight. However, since Drovia is a Garian colony with no economic autonomy, PowerUp doesn't have the right to buy its tellurium directly from the mining companies based on Drovia. The latter are forced to sell the resource to Gara, which in turn sells the tellurium to all companies processing the material, including those on Drovia. In light of this development, it has become increasingly difficult for non-Garian companies to keep prices competitive. This has put PowerUp, like many others, in an increasingly difficult spot. I mean, I do have to say, at least the economic side of the game is rather solid. Like especially like with the political intrigues playing a part into it, is kind of nice. Like you know, the political intrigue with oh yeah, here's those people that talk, you know, behind the backs of others with their, you know, basically doing backroom business, and like I said, the economic side of it, the setup for why an independence movement and why this would be like a religious thing as well, how this goes together with the terrorist attack, or that what was branded as a big accident, like how that goes together and how the oppression actually works, why they would have those economic problems from it, why that economic problem would become a political problem, and how the political problem would then spawn like even religious zealots to actually weigh in on a political discussion, which in turn breaks down to an economic discussion. That side of the story is done relatively nicely. I do like the setup with the planets, with the solar system, with the terrorist attack, with the secret keeping of the companies, and with the tellurium mining. It did not come as a surprise, therefore, when its CEO and founder, Abraham Gonzalez, publicly supported the cause of the Drovian fight for independence last week. A representative of the Association of Drovian Electrics Companies, he accompanied Mr. Benny on his business trip to Gara to defend... Did I not see him yesterday? A trip to defend the interests of his industry during the discussions between Drovia and Gara. Conrad, you really need a better walk. Oh, this time I want to go down here. Perfect. Nice. Well done. Well, I don't know why I'm down here. I don't know why I couldn't access this last time. Hello, Holloway. I've been told that our guests are eagerly awaiting me. You know what? I did not want to trigger that. I wanted to go to the chief first. I don't know if I can still do that. So before this actually saves again, I'm gonna quit. Then we're gonna do this again tomorrow as a, like, you know, I have a good way in. So we are gonna quit this right now. And then I'm gonna be back tomorrow. yeah. I'm gonna be back tomorrow with it. We're definitely finishing the game, so do not worry about it. I'm not quite sure how far in I am. Joas Plaza, complete the first act. 33 players completed the first act. Okay, so 12%. I'm thinking first act out of 3 then, which would mean, like, I'm guessing 3. So we are about like 35% in. AFK. I do not know what what the AFK achievement is. Healthy lifestyle. Be a good kind of quitter. Or is this the right thing? Try to prevent a war. Thanks for... Will it have mattered? Tell your story. Okay. That sounds like an endgame thing. Anyways. So, tomorrow then, like I said, we are gonna play that. We'll play more of the Halls of Torment. And the other game that I said I will start, we are going to start that. God damn it. I have so long now already then not actually gotten to it. So yeah, we will start that. Halls of Torment is not gonna take long, so like I said, let's have a 6-hour stream tomorrow. We gotta break it up, unfortunately. So I will have most likely we'll have an earlier stream. But yeah. I wanna say, yeah. So we're gonna do 3 games. We're gonna do 1 hour of Halls of Torment, then we're gonna do 2 hours of the other game, and then we're gonna do 3 hours of Lacuna, and see how far we got, right? So then I can still start another story game. I actually planned for so many other story games, and now I have not, because we played a little bit of Grim Dawn, and then Spelldisc, and What the Cow demo, and then Thea the Awakening for its story. That was probably a mistake. That took me up way too much. Thea the Awakening, I don't know how many hours we played. But yeah. Halls of Torment tomorrow, and then I got 26 achievements out of 310. My god. But yeah, that, and what is my Breathless from the Archer? 74% of players have the Quick Hands achievement. Okay, so my rarest achievement is Ability Expert, Arcane Splinters to rank 3, 64.5%. There you go. Anyways, that is what we're gonna do tomorrow, because, like I said, I want to finish Lacuna, and I do want to start the other story. I do want to start another story game, obviously, but I do have another actual gameplay game that I have said for so long that I would start, and we have never gotten to it. So yeah. Promenade demo, I still have to do that, because Promenade actually looked like a really nice game that I definitely wanted to check out, because it had really positive vibes. Came out in February already. So yeah. I'll see you then. Have a good one. How long did we stream? 3.5 hours. I only streamed for 3.5 hours. So yeah, definitely. Tomorrow we are definitely gonna be streaming 6 hours or more. So yeah, have a good one. I'll see you.